Alright, we should be recording. Start that bad dude. Put this in the mode we want. There we go. We're going to go eco mode. Dual drive. Put this guy on. That guy's on. I'm not going to go far. Just really want to test out my little microphone here in the wind. You know, it always would happen that you get an itch right after you put your helmet on. I was cutting the grass the other day, and there go the dogs. Got a little sunburn on my head. That's what it sounds like when you have 6 dogs. That's pathetic. They're trying to make me feel guilty for going for a ride and they don't get to go. All right. It's a little wet. That is still off just a hair, and that's gonna bug me. I'm just that way. That should do it right there. Now that I've bought my other camera around, I don't know if I like it sticking out that far, but we'll see what that perspective looks like. Well, we've been getting a lot of rain. Thunderstorm most of last night. Most of the dogs were freaking out. I'm going to see what it's like to pedal a little bit this time. I reprogrammed my power modes. So my first 2 modes, 1 and 2, allow me to pedal if that's how I wanted to ride, by pedaling. But then 3, 4, and 5 are all just hauling ass. This is my little neighborhood. One of the reasons why it's so important to have a big battery is out in the country, there's nothing really super close by. Close enough, I can get to it by bike. But as you can see, man, lots of trees. And lots of oxygen because of it. Something else I love about the country is everybody waves, man. Everybody kind of knows the vehicles that belong and the vehicles that don't. But one of the bad things about the country, and I really don't get that, is if somebody sees an old gravel road, they'll drive down it and dump all their trash. Now, we actually have a dump that's probably less than 10 miles away that allows you to take big stuff, little stuff, and dump it, throw it away the right way. But some of these clowns, man, that's the only, other than that, well, I mean, just look. It's beautiful. I'm hoping this microphone works. I'm an amateur photographer, so I got all this freaking gear from all that stuff, and I'm retired now, and I'm bored, and I got family that live down in Florida, and I got a nephew up in Indiana. Some of those guys like to see where I hang out at. Technically, this is in our house. This is what I call the camp, or the man camp. It's where I keep all my fun stuff, boat and four-wheeler and side-by-side, and 2 acres of land and water a couple of miles away for fishing, Tennessee River, stand-up electric scooters, EUCs, now electric bikes, swimming pool. So this is usually where all the family comes to have a good time and have a weekend, hang out. And I've been cleaning the pool all week, getting ready for them to start coming. I even bought an inflatable bouncy castle slide water thingamajig for my grandnieces to come down and play in. I've got to yank that out and play with it. But heck yeah, man. If I'm doing all this talking and this thing's not recording, I'm not going to be super thrilled. So yeah, in eco mode, it's really 7 is just a little much for mode 2. But 6 is good. I mean, I'm still learning. I've got less than 150 miles on this thing. So I'm trying to tune my first and second modes. This is the little bit of highway I have to get on from time to time. Down there on our left, about a half mile is, on the right is the road I usually have to take. The road straight ahead that would be perfect is actually ends. It dead ends into the railroad tracks without a way to cross. Suppose we could hop over here, check on oncoming traffic, because I don't want to hold those guys up. But I do know if I can see the stop sign down there, and if I see no cars coming from that stop sign, we have enough time to make it. So we'll see. Now we got 3 cars coming. Four. Dang it. I don't see anybody after him. but he's still a half a mile away. All right, so I'm using the GoPro 7, and up here the GoPro 360 Max or Max 360. All right, I got another car coming. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna change modes to go my fastest. There we go. Just so I can get off this road quicker, and then I'll put it back in eco mode. I'll tell you, man, in this county, I'm in the smallest county in Mississippi, northeast. And nobody around here has seen electric anything, man. I get the coolest looks from the stand-up electric scooter or the electric unicycle, which I'm still learning how to ride, but I can ride. And now the electric bike, and I got to admit I like the electric bike the most. I had to modify my seat. Damn it. Oh, I could have gone though. You know, ooh, look at that shit. That wasn't even a car coming, that's a parked car. Now I got one coming up behind me though. Still gaining speed, we're at about 30. There's my exit ramp. Turn on my blinker. And we have made it. Not a whole lot of time to spare. Now I'm pedaling now and not using the throttle. Man, it's windy out here. Drop down my speed to 4. Yep, still good. Okie dokie. Get off that main road and ride these back roads as long as I don't get hit head on. There we go, back on eco mode. Nobody's behind me. Dropping my mode down to 3. Because I'm in no hurry. Now when I say pedal, I mean there's like no resistance. I'm basically free spinning. I am just moving my legs. So yeah, this bike in particular, this is just a bike if you don't want to have to worry about range. I mean, it comes with a 60 amp hour battery, which is well over 2,800 watt hours. And it has a kit you can purchase for an additional 20 amp battery, which is plug and play. easy to install. Uh-oh. He almost got me. So can I put that as my thumbnail, as attacked by a dog and almost crashed and died? Alright, we're just going to make a left-hand turn here and get off this busy road. Don't even have to put my feet down. Look at that. Drop it down to 2 so I can get a little bit of a pedal experience where I feel it. Like right now I can feel the push. And I am traveling at 15 miles an hour, I think. Now something about Iuka, Mississippi is this is an old town. It's in Tishomingo County, which is named after a Indian chief. And a lot of history here. A couple of Civil War battles were actually fought here. We have a lot of the homes dating back to the 19th century, 1837, I think one is, and pre-Civil War, and some dating during Civil War and after Civil War. So, if you like bass fishing, and you like a quiet, beautiful town that finds every excuse to get together downtown and have a festival, then this is the town for you. It's like this is a older part of town. That house is old right there, I'll bet. And apparently we have an old car lot thingamajiggy right there. Man, if you were right here riding next to me, all you would be able to smell are honeysuckles. Honeysuckles. Oh wow, look at that old barn over there. And a person standing in the middle of the road. I hope he's alright. Looks like he's on his phone. Something else out here in the country is a lot of loose dogs, man, and they don't know what stand-up scooters are or EUCs, and they just want to eat us. And they're not real fond of the bikes either. I just feel a little bit more protected on a bike than a scooter or an EUC. Something else I've noticed is look at this house up here on the left. Just look how beautiful that is and how old that house must be. Beautiful. But yeah, and this one too, old, but well maintained. Look at that. Now we're fixing to pull up to downtown Iuka. This is where we have a lot of our festivals and farmers markets and heritage this and just any excuse to get together, which is absolutely amazing because my wife and I just ride our bikes up here and don't have to worry about parking. Because usually in these small towns, I mean, you'll have people from other counties come out too, so parking can get a little challenging. But here it is. I can almost imagine the horses pulling up. There's my famous little hamburger place on the left here. All right, how are you? See? I mean, how cool is that? Everybody says hi. Now this is where they have like the farmer's market right in through here on your left. But yeah, I can just imagine people riding up on their horses out in front of a little corner bank. And down here on the left, you're going to have an old my mouth is dry, courthouse, which is turned into a museum, which I'll have to take you on a tour one day. And I have no idea where I'm going. Show you guys a bed and breakfast out here, right there on the left. All right, now down in this neighborhood we have some of the older houses. They'll have a little sign out front telling you the date of the house. There's one over there, 1862. Here's one, 1857. Look how beautiful that is. That's just freaking impressive. And straight ahead is our city park, where kids can actually go and play. Some people pull up just to eat their lunch on the weekdays. Looks like they got something going on there, though. We've got an old log cabin up here on the left, which are actually public restrooms, but it does look cool. And look at that house straight over there to your left. That is a bed and breakfast, and to your far left is one of the few operating covered bridges in the state of Mississippi. But check that out. Check that house out. That's just cool. Well, I have to admit, I love this bike. I upgraded the seats. And my butt's a little bit more comfortable. As I've gotten older, I've lost what little cush I had back there, so I'm pretty much bone on seat. I'm gonna swing around and we're gonna go through that covered bridge. And I hear a train. How cool is that? This little county has got such cool places to ride a bike. I got a video up on YouTube, just one. I just posted my first video of just riding some of the back roads with my wife, because like I said, I've got all that video equipment and I've never used it anymore, so I'm gonna start making video for our other family members that don't live near us, like my parents, my sister, my cool nephew up in Indiana somewhere. Not excited about riding through the water. But yeah, I like the bike. Top speed about 35. Braking system's really nice. Alright, what was I saying? Talking about the bike. Well, like I said, it's got good speed. I like the braking because it has a quad piston braking system, so that's 2 pistons per brake pad, 4 pistons per rotor, giving you a more evenly distributed pressure and safer braking. And the braking system is what a lot of these bikes are, DY, inland, or island, whatever you want to call it. But these are quad piston. A lot of the other ones are just normal. Something else are the rotors are 203 millimeter. They're super thick, thicker than the competition, and they're more expensive with smaller batteries. That's my 5-mile mark in my helmet. My helmet talks to me. My helmet talks to me and tells me how far I've gone every 5 miles. So we're going to go back the way we came. No, we're not. We're going to go this way. And we'll go straight down here. I've got no idea what they're doing. All right. So yeah, I like the brakes. I like the rotors. I mean, fundamentally, you got to have a good braking system for the speeds these guys go now. Tires are your standard 20x4. Dual, I call them dual because they got little knobbies, but they also work on the street. The rack on the back holds 150 pounds. The wheels are mag instead of spokes, so I don't have to worry about my spokes loosening up. And it's foldable. I keep forgetting because I usually don't fold it, but yeah, it's a foldable bike. I'm going to go down here just for the sake of it. That's a new house. Somebody needs to do some weed eating over there. Come on, guys, take care of your church. All right, what else about this bike? Well, I guess the biggest thing, which is why we bought it, is the battery, the range. I researched batteries and I wanted to find the biggest one. Oops. And I did, and it came down to just a couple of bikes. I got one and my wife got the other one. This was supposed to be her bike, but she's too small for it. She's 5'6", and so I had to get her the other one, which had a 60 amp hour battery. Wow, look at that. Look at these trees on the left. Look at how huge they are. Look at that yard, it's beautiful. Oh God, still honeysuckles. Love it. Well, that looks a little abandoned. I hate to see that, man. Every time I see an old house, I'm trying to imagine what it was like the day they finished it and they moved in for the first time. Looks like something used to be right here. There's a big concrete slab, but I don't know what it used to be. Pretty big slab too. Man, you could have a flea market or anything on that. Speed up a little bit here. And yes, I'm still in eco mode. Pedaling it now. Get out of the way of this car or truck. I'm gonna get a glass of water actually. Oh, my butt. I haven't gotten over that first time up and over. All that blood rushes back. Oh my gosh. My mouth is too dry. Dad burned that medical marijuana. I'm going to check and see if this camera's still running. Yeah. Alright, so supposedly I still should be filming. Son of a gun. We're at 5. Let's just drop that back down. And I'm in eco mode, right? Yep. Alright. See, when you get old, man, you start forgetting and doubting yourself and where am I and what's my name? Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm glad to still be alive, my friends. All right, so I know I've gone over 5 miles, but less than 10. And we're gonna make our little left here. I got my blinker on. All right, who is this bike not for? Gosh. True cyclists. They're like motorcycle people, man. They live a lifestyle. They've cycled their whole life. They do whatever races, whatever. They're endurance, crazy, fanatic people that I truly respect because my legs could never do it. Oh shit, he almost got me again. I forgot all about that little dude. And as they've gotten older, they can't quite do the distance. Right? It happens to all, that's why we're all on these. and they need a little help with the battery. You know, they get into that German engineering and this bike is probably not for you, because this is certainly not German engineered. But like I said, you can modify your power modes to coincide with you cycling. It allows you to cycle, plus it allows you to go 35 freaking miles an hour, both tires. So yeah, this is a great form of transportation. If I don't have to get in my truck, I don't. I'll hop on this. Now where I am, Tishomingo County, we are actually at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. So we have a lot of hills and slate and rock, and there is a huge off-roading community that I'm a part of as well. And yeah, we got some hills to climb out here. You can hear it wind down a little bit. I'm in mode 3, eco mode, but still climbed without a problem. But I'm in economy mode, man. I haven't put it in regular dual mode. It would have chewed that hill up. This thing has got some incredible torque for only being 48 volts. And being 48 volts means that 60 amp hour battery is going to last longer than that 52 volt bike. And I'm telling you, man, I'm pretty sure I got just as much torque as those guys. And I'm still in eco mode. I'm just looking behind me, making sure I'm not holding up traffic. We're gonna go the back way home. Still good. Gonna watch these cars. Spooked me a little bit, got to admit. Now check out this little restaurant brewery / restaurant they just opened. And it's right down the street from where I live. I'm gonna have to check it out, of course. Yes, and that had to be something dead I just ran over. Alright, my guys. There it is. Alright, I'm in mode 5 now, but still eco. But the bike will take advantage of this hill, being 115 pounds, any kind of slope at all, and she will fly. We're doing about 30 right now. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Hello? Hello? Hey.
Hey, what you doing?
I was trying to answer the phone. I'm on the bike right now.
You're on what?
I'm on the bike right now, just chilling like McMillan.
Oh, okay.
Going the back way home. Gonna go drive by that house. I'm fixing to hit those railroad tracks. But I had already pulled over because there was a car behind me. I didn't want to mess them up.
I didn't get a message that you left Life 360 to
Yeah,
go on.
that's because I untagged you, so now you can't keep up with me at all, lady.
Okay. That's where you want it to be.
No, check it now. It should show you where I'm at. I don't know why it didn't alert you.
Well, I was just poking. I still just sitting here. Hopefully, Avery just came in. It's still a little wet, so I'm still waiting to see. Maybe tomorrow so I can move. But I was sitting here thinking,
yeah, it's pretty wet right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
All right.
So I was just gonna let you know. I thought I would get a cup of coffee.
That's awesome. I'm going to have one when I get back to the house.
Alright, sweetie. Be careful of them. I'm here.
All right, babe. Yeah, I'm chilling. Everything's cool. I'm going to listen to a little music here in a minute.
Alright, just be aware.
Always. I got nobody behind me. I'm going to cut out. Oop.
Alright.
Spinning tires again. Man, this bike is hard not to spin tires, even in economy mode. You there?
Yeah, I'm back in this room. Sorry.
No. All right, babe. All right, love you. What? Huh. She was still on the phone there for a minute. Make a left here. Angie and I have been watching this house being built because we are fixing to build a house at the man camp. So it's no longer going to be the man fun camp away from all the bossy mean wives we have into boss woman camp, better do what I tell you to do husband place. There's the house. So yeah, we're fixing to build a house here, and we're selling the one we have in South Haven. And she's in South Haven right now taking care of it. So I can take care of our 6 dogs here. Yeah, nice little pond in the back. Nice little style home. I like it. I just wish there were more trees around it, but I realize trees cause damage. So what am I on, 6? Now I'm in gear 7, which I'm still free spinning right now, but I just don't feel like using my throttle. I like moving my legs, even though there's no resistance. Alright. I gotta learn how to straighten. So yeah, this is some of the back roads of Mississippi, really in the middle of nowhere. Other than that little town I showed you, and that's about it. This is, I guess you could call this my neighborhood. Lots of wildlife out here. Deer, lots of turkey, raccoon, fox. I have seen it all. I got video of about 10 deer playing in my front yard at the camp. Which really the camp now consists of the RV and a 16 by 80 old trailer that is state-of-the-art, not as far as the interior goes, because it's got duct tape on the floor and duct tape on the wall, but state-of-the-art air conditioning, PlayStation, Call of Duty. I must have 5 TVs in that trailer, or a manufactured home, or whatever they're called. I think it's a 1998. And very comfortable. And it's basically just me and 6 dogs until my wife comes into town on the weekends and stays for a couple of weeks and has to go back and deal with the house. And when that sells, we'll be building. But yeah, this is it's my neighborhood. I'm still in eco mode, which is why we slowed down on this hill. I'm gonna make a left up here. We're just going around a different way back to the house. Gonna have to get on another little highway though. Just look, man, is this place not beautiful? Come on. This particular bike has got several ways to run the motors. I can go dual motor, of course, which is super fast and super torquey. I can use just the rear motor, which is 1,000 watts, or I can use just the front, which is 750 watts. And again, I can use them both in dual mode, but it also has, look at the cows over here. Hey guys, what you doing? It's okay, don't get up. I'm not ready to eat you yet. Anyway, it's called Eco Power Mode, and it utilizes both motors, but very efficiently. It's not torquey at all unless you're flat or going down a hill. But that way I'm not just using the rear and I'm not just using the front, making it do all the work. I'm sharing it between motors, but I'm not using the full extent. It's kind of like a dual mode, eco mode. So, you know, I'm still pleasantly able to enjoy it, but it slows down on the hills. That would not happen if I was in that other mode, regular dual mode. It probably would have jumped that hill. No, it wouldn't have jumped it, but it would not have slowed down. But you know what, it's not always about speed. Now I need to go fast when I'm stuck on the highways getting to that next exit, but other than that, man, I mean, you don't hear the birds when you're going that fast. All you hear is wind. So sometimes it's nice to slow down, even though it's an e-bike and it has the ability to... I have noticed that when I'm at slower eco mode, like 2, I've got to go down to an easier speed. Otherwise, you don't feel the battery helping you. So I think I've got that tweaked just right to where if I've got to pinpoint the gear on the bike, that's close enough, I think. And that's in 2. I can even go slower if I'm really around a bunch of people. And of course, as I get to a hill, I can always download down my speed on my sprocket, and it just makes that battery help even though you're not going fast. And of course, any hill you get on, this bike is just gonna fly. The only drawback is weight, but that really helps you when you're moving, but it doesn't help you when you're off of it and you're trying to move it around. You just have to balance it, take your time. But if you want to get on a bike and not have to worry about where you're going and if you're going to make it back, this is definitely a solid bike. It is dual suspension and adjustable front, and I gotta be honest with the options that are available. It's cheaper than most others. I think this is on Amazon for under $1,700, and these are those crazy ass dogs that always want to eat me. Poor thing, starving to damn death. Those motherfuckers. Excuse my language. You know how I feel about dogs. I got 8 total. My wife brings 2, and just to see dogs, they're just about starving to death, and it's that house right there. Same freaking house that had those dogs that bit me. I can't handle people that can't take responsibility for responsibility that they've taken on. It just angers me badly. It's a nice little hill here. Now we're coming down to that next highway. Not the softest suspension, but you know what? When I got my side-by-side, the first thing I did was update my shocks, and then my tires, and then I put wheel spacers on, and the modifications never stop. And I guess I could do the same thing to the bike. I can replace my rear shocks for something I can adjust and make softer. So yeah, no big deal. If you find a bike that really works for you, don't stress about making a few changes to it. And one of the easiest ones is the seat. This is that highway. Make it to this little street right here. I got a feeling somebody's behind me. And I can just double check both ways here. See, I hear something. There he is. Almost back to the house, and then we'll go check on my crazy dogs at the trailer. I don't know why we have near where we're fixing to build the house. Oh, my butt's so sore right now. That ride was a little bit longer than I expected it to be. Still got a dry mouth. I probably don't need to be in eco mode right now. We're okay so far. Yeah, eco mode, you feel it on the hills for sure. Well, that's okay. It gains speed when it flattens back out. And it is eco mode, which is perfect for normal riding. And here's my street. But you know what? I got dogs down here that like to chase the shit out of me. So yeah, now we're in regular dual mode, my fastest mode. We're also in 5. There we go. It's so hard to start off. That's even going uphill without that damn tire spinning. All right, I'm just gonna full throttle it so I can get a head jump on these dogs just in case they come after me. So yeah, this is full throttle. There's the house. I don't see the dogs. We're good. Drop it down to mode 4. Alright, so we're pedaling at mode 4 in dual mode. We're going 28. Still got mode 5. Dropping it down to 1 so I can get up the driveway. And we are here, hidden up the hill. Alright, so we have this whole top area up here, shed over there to the left. Red barn, four-wheeler and side-by-side, boat, pool, which I just opened yesterday, and that's where we're going to build the house. I don't want to ride this through the grass because I'm going to get water all over these tires again, especially weighted down. And of course the trailer. Well, there's the chainsaw. Man, I'll bet the dogs scared that poor man to death, bringing that all the way up to the porch. Just a little bit of throttle, which normally isn't a problem, but that box is right there. All right. Oops, and we are back. All right, guys.